Now, I love the Gundam Maxter, but I think I found another Gundam that's more patriotic.
The man has arrived in this city. Here's Neo America's own mobile fighter, the Gundam Maxter.
More patriotic.
This year, it'll bring the championship here to Neo America.
More patriotic.
Here we go! Gundam Maxter, initiate the mobile trade system!
More patriotic.
I am hope. I am a dream. I'll ignite the most beautiful fire you've ever seen. Yes, I'll defeat Tomonkashu. I will grant my dream.
More patriotic.
Maxter!
More patriotic.
Plastic Disaster, I love you, man, but never disrespect Chibity or the Gundam Maxter like that ever again. I know Plastic Disaster already made a video on this kit, but I figured since it's such a special kit, I would also make a video on it. Now you're probably wondering, what's special about it? This is just a repaint of the Entry Grade Rx78-2, which I already did a video on. Go check that out if you haven't already. But if you can see here, by this lovely logo, this is a Target exclusive, meaning that this kit is, from my understanding, the first exclusive gunpla that you can only buy in America. You can suck at P-Bandai, because this is basically a P-Bandai for everyone else outside of America. And yeah, I think that is really cool. So as you can see, you can only find this at Target. And I mean, honestly, I don't even know if Japan has Targets. But anyways, all joking aside, let's take a quick look at the box here. So as you can see here, this is a very nice box displaying this very patriotic looking Gundam. While I say patriotic, it is not as patriotic as the Maxter Gundam. Anyways, dropping that dumb argument, as you can see here, it says RX78-2 US Custom. They even have to put US so people know this is America. Oh man. Okay, I gotta stop going overboard with that. But you can see here it is, Entry Grade RX78-2. And you can scan this to watch the anime or something. I don't know, I actually didn't scan it. And this came out last year in 2021. And you can see, looking at the side of the box, you get a front and rear shot of the American type. And there's actually a little read up on the Gundam itself. If you want to read that, just pause it now. And then here is a action shot of the kit, and it's talking about the marking stickers, which were inspired by the stars and stripes of the United States. Various gimmicks enable dynamic action poses. Here's this side, and here's the other side, talking about the Gundam Breaker battle log, which I haven't seen or I don't really know anything about it. And that's really about it for that. And as you can see, of course, with the other entry grade, you don't need any tools and no paint, although I would still definitely recommend using tools. Go check out my build video to find out why. Anyway, so let's crack this box open and see what we are graded with.
let's get into the build.
So here's the finished kit. Now I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it as it is just a standard Entry Grade Rx78-2 with a different color scheme and of course these stickers. But let me just very briefly get into the articulation for those that know how the articulation works for these entry grade kits. It is pretty good. So starting off, the head is just on a simple ball joint, go up and down, side to side, and rotate. Of course, does everything that a ball joint can do. The arms can, of course, rotate a full 360, and they can go out. As you can see, there is a little pop-out joint in here, so that allows a pretty good range of motion at the shoulder. And then if you lift the arm up, you get a even better range of motion there, so that is really good. You do get a swivel at the bicep, and for the elbow bend, as you can see, it only bends at one joint, but you get a little more than a 90-degree bend there, so that is pretty good. Getting to the hands, simple ball joints, rotate, full 360, go up and down, as well as side to side. Now, as for the waist, as you can see, there is a rotation here, and there is a little bit of a ab crunch, but not really too much there. And you do get some side to side motion as well. Now, as you saw during the build portion, I did cut these so they can move separately from each other. As you can see, the front skirts can move separately, and that is because I cut them. Very simple mod that I would highly recommend doing to these kits here. The side skirts can move a little bit. As you can see, they're a little bit loose. They are just on a ball joint, and the back skirts are stationary, so they do not move. The legs can kick out about that much. Going back is only about, let's get this back on here. As you can see, the leg is also just a ball joint, and this leg does like to come off fairly easily here, so it's simple enough to just pop back into place, so not that big of a deal. But going back, you only get about that much, so pretty limited there just because the back skirts don't move. And then going out to the side, oh my gosh, this leg joint is not wanting to work with me today. But going out to the side, you get really, let me try it on this leg. You get about that much, but as you can see, it does follow that ball joint. See, this one's also getting really loose already. So let's just say about here, and then any further, it kind of pops out the ball joint. So that is kind of unfortunate, but then again, this is a very cheap kit and a very easily assemble these, so can't really complain too much there. You get a swivel at the thigh, as you can see, and then for the leg bend, it bends at 2 joints, and it does get a very nice bend there, definitely more than a 90-degree bend. And as you can see, both the side skirts popped off there. And then getting into the ankles, as you can see, you go up and down here, and at the foot you get a little more range of motion there. As you can see, there's a ball joint in there, so you get some rotation as well as up and down at the foot. And then the ankle gets that separate up and down motion there, so you can get some really nice range of motion here in the foot. And then the ankle guard can move. Actually, no, it is actually just stationary, so the ankle guard does not move. So that's about it for articulation, and it is pretty good, especially for a cheap kit like this. It's just some areas, as you saw, like the side skirts and the legs are a little bit loose and like to fall off easily. Again, not a huge deal, as they are just ball joints, so you can just pop them back into place like so. So there you go. And then very quickly getting into the accessories, it doesn't come with much. It does come with 2 beam saber hilts, but no actual beams, so you can just store in there. But as you can see here, there is actually a hole, so if you do have any beam saber beams lying around, you can just easily put them into these hilts. And then of course, getting into the shield, it is very nice. This simple color scheme, red, white, blue. The sticker was a little bit tricky to line up just right. As you can see, there's look a little bit bad there, and I did try to fix it, and there's a little bit of scratching and tearing, but that's just my fault for trying to fix it there. But still, not a bad looking sticker. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be at an angle like this. That's just how I ended up lining it up there. So yeah, it's very simple, just 3 pieces sandwiched together, as you saw. You do get this handle here, so you can take this part out. See here, just like that. And if you actually want the Gundam to hold on to the handle, you can move it into this position here, and then you can just plug the actual handle into the hand like that, and then plug the peg into the hole on the arm. So there you go, you can have the Gundam actually holding on to the handle, and you can do that on both arms there. You can see there's a hole there as well. And then getting into the beam rifle, very simple beam rifle, just two pieces sandwiched together with a little scope. Scope can move, the handle cannot move, and it can be held in both hands, obviously just by sliding it in like so. So there you go, that's about it for this model kit. Very basic, very fun kits, and I would highly recommend it to beginners or to really anyone getting into the hobby, or if you're a veteran to the hobby. These will be good kits to practice painting. So there you go. That's about it for this kit, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And one more thing to note is that you do actually get a optional sticker here. So for the shoulder, you actually get a choice of either using this one or the one that I went with here. As you can see, I went with this one just because the instructions told you to use the blue one, and I just wanted to be a little bit different, and I thought the color looked pretty cool there. So there you go, you can see the differences between those two stickers. And yeah, so that's about it for that. Now, very quickly getting into some size comparisons, here is with the Beyond Global RX78-2, which is still probably one of my favorite RX78 kits I have built to this day. And here it is with a standard Zaku 2. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, don't forget to give this video a like, leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And don't forget to join the Discord. I'll put a link to that in the description below. Oh, and one more thing. Plastic Disaster, I see you hit 50 subscribers. Congrats, buddy. You definitely deserve it. So you better be doing something nice for the 50 subscriber special. Like, I don't know, a face reveal? No pressure.